as this cold front pushes its way down, we might have a little snow in the Panhandle, but not around
down here.
So this is really a good place to be when it gets cold.
And yesterday was one of those days, I mean, a January day where so many people out on the water just enjoying what was a beautiful Saturday in winter. I mean, that's why we love living in Florida, am I right? Something we don't see very often is snow, which not like the historic snowfall that we had almost a year ago to the day. If you remember, right around January 20th through the 22nd, we had upwards of 9.5 inches of snow right near Milton, Florida. This morning, maybe a dusting up to an inch on the high side, but there is some snow coming down right now for our Panhandle spots. I don't quite think it's going to make it to Tallahassee. Tallahassee in the mix for rain, and we're going to continue to watch for this snow, which is pretty impressive right now for portions of central and south Georgia, where they will get maybe 2 to 3 inches of snowfall as we look into the afternoon. The cold air has already started to filter in for the Panhandle. Note though, we're still sitting under this mild green color. Not for too much longer though. So mild temperatures this morning, but falling through the day as this colder air really starts to move in. And tomorrow is going to be the coldest day. So for today, our northern spots are only going to be topping out in the 50s. So we're talking highs in the 50s and 60s for Tampa Bay areas to the north today and tomorrow. Look to Sarasota, Brandon, Lakeland, and all of our southern spots actually able to warm into the 70s today before that colder air moves in. Temperatures tomorrow in the low 60s, though. So we'll shave off highs by about 10 degrees all across the area for tomorrow. There's that cold air that I already mentioned to you. Tallahassee, 44, not quite cold enough to be talking some snow, but look to Pensacola right at the freezing mark, about a 30-degree difference compared to where we're sitting at in the 50s to even mid 60s. And so temperatures, even compared to yesterday, are up by about 15 degrees. And so we've got this mild morning, 63 right now in Tampa. We'll make a run at about 68 by the 11 o'clock hour. That's the high I'm calling for today. And then note, we're in the 50s by around midday as temperatures will slowly fall through the 50s then for the remainder of the afternoon. Also note the wind. Not too much wind in place right now, 5-10 mile per hour southerly winds. Those start whipping in out of the north and northwest right around lunchtime and continuing through the rest of the day, where we're going to be talking about some pretty significant wind gusts, 30 mile per hour range, and maybe some gusts into the 40s. As for the rain, we're not quite seeing that move in just yet, but this batch approaching closer and closer offshore. And so as we look more so at the timing of the rain chances for us, we'll really start to watch for our nature coast spots to see that rain here in the next 2 hours or so. By 10 o'clock, you see all of the rain moving through Citrus, Hernando, Pasco counties. And so I think from about 10 to noon, that does look like the window where we're going to see this round of rain move overhead, but it clears out pretty quickly. So by 2 and 3 o'clock, we're done with most of the rain. The wind is going to continue, and so it doesn't look like the rain will be as much of an impact compared to the wind we'll be dealing with today, and also the cold that is going to come in along these strong north winds. You see that switch as we saw those southerly winds. Then by 2 and 3 o'clock, we're talking widespread northerly winds. Gusts into the low 40s is looking pretty likely this afternoon, calming down later on tonight and into tomorrow. So highs today ranging from the upper 50s to the mid 70s further south. Tonight, those cold weather advisories are up along with freeze warnings for areas north of I-4. So we're talking out the door tomorrow morning, 30s and 40s, feeling even colder with the wind. But for the day ahead tomorrow, after the cold start, we warm into the upper 50s, low 60s, but it's going to be feeling nice to have sunshine back in the mix full force tomorrow. Plan on a low near 37 and a high of 59 tomorrow.